From affordable hidden gems to booming hotspots, these are Cincinnati's top 5 up-and-coming neighborhoods, and make sure you stick around to the end because you're going to want to see what's happening in spot number 5. Hey, if this is your first time on the channel, my name is Evan. I'm a local real estate agent here in Cincinnati, and if you want to know everything that's going on in the Cincinnati real estate market, then make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be informed of exactly what's going on in Cincinnati's real estate market. I get calls and texts from people just like you every single day, and I absolutely love it. So if you have any questions while watching this video, or if you're thinking about making a move to Cincinnati, whether it's one of these neighborhoods we're gonna talk about or a different one, please reach out. All of my contact information will be in the description below, so you can call, text, email, book a call with me, whatever is easiest for you, whether you're moving in a week or a month or even a year. I'd love to talk to you and plan out your next move. But all right, that's enough talking from me. Let's get into the video, and we're gonna start off with number 1. All right, the first neighborhood on this list, and this is in no particular order, although I did save number 5 for last because it's kind of my favorite. But number 1 is gonna be Oakley. Now, if you're familiar with the Cincinnati area, then you might be familiar with Oakley, and you might be thinking like, dude, this is already like up and coming, like it's already had its up and coming moment, it's like arrived. And I get that. It's been growing for like at least the last decade or so. So it's really been booming. There's a lot of development that's happened over the years in Oakley already. In fact, I did some research, and from 2023 to 2024, there was a 3.39% increase in home value. And so far this year, from 2024 to so far this year in 2025, it's over a 5% increase in home value this year. So if you bought a home in Oakley in the last 5 to 10 years, then congratulations, because the value of that home has skyrocketed. Oakley offers a good variety of homes, from historic homes to more modern homes. We're especially seeing that with the rise in interest in living in Oakley. There's a lot more modern like townhomes and condos being built in the area. But depending on the area you're in, it is walkable as well, which is awesome. And they have a lot of amenities in Oakley, like I mentioned, with the development. I mean, literally any restaurant you can name is there. They also have a Planet Fitness and a Crunch Fitness. There's a lot of breweries and restaurants like Oak Tavern, for example. So there is tons to do in Oakley. If you're looking for somewhere where you have quick access to shops and restaurants, and you don't have to go far to get to any need, then this is definitely a place to consider. And of course, Oakley has strong demand. So right now, the median days on market for a home listed in Oakley is just 3 days. So if you're thinking about buying here, not only are you gonna have to have more money than you might in other parts of Cincinnati, but you're also gonna need to be able to act quick. So it's very, very important if you are financing that you are pre-approved already, because you won't have time to get pre-approved before you submit an offer on a home, because it's going to be gone. And if you need a lender, please reach out to me. I'll connect you with someone who will definitely take care of you. I will make sure of it. All right, on to number 2, and number 2 is going to be Walnut Hills / East Walnut Hills. And I'll kind of dive into what I mean by that. So far this year, the median sold price of a home in Walnut Hills is just under $345,000. Now, we need to take that with a grain of salt, because Walnut Hills is an area where a lot of investors have been coming in the last, I would say, 3 to 5 years. And so there's been some development of some big apartment complexes and also like commercial buildings. I know some of those apartment buildings are affordable housing only, but there's also some market rate apartments, as well as restaurants and businesses that have popped up in the Walnut Hills area, which is awesome for the economy there in Walnut Hills. However, there is still a lot of Walnut Hills where you have people living below or at the poverty line. So it's a broad mix, which is why that median price being $345,000 is a little bit misleading. You have certain areas in East Walnut Hills which kind of borders, you get to a point where you're bordering Anderson Township, and there's properties that have sold for over $1 million in East Walnut Hills. So that kind of skews the figure. And then on the flip side, I mean, you can buy properties that need a full renovation for as low as $40,000. So there's definitely a broad range. I would say you can definitely find a deal if you're willing to put in the work. Investors, this is definitely an area that, investors are already looking and buying in this area. So if you're an investor and you're willing to put in some work and you're not looking for just a turnkey property, there is a high opportunity for a very high ROI. All right, number 3 is going to be Westwood. So I don't hear Westwood talked about too much personally, which is funny because actually Westwood is technically, if you go by the census, it is the biggest neighborhood in Cincinnati by area, and I believe they consider it the biggest neighborhood by population as well. Now, this is a really great area for first-time home buyers because the home prices here are in the more affordable range. Now, home prices are up over 5% on the year. However, you can still find homes in that mid to high 200,000 range, with the median home price in Westwood coming in at just about $285,000. A lot of the homes here are built in the late 1800s or even early 1900s, so if you're someone who's looking for a home that has some charm to it, this is definitely an area to check out. And again, I think it's great for first-time home buyers because of the affordability that the area provides. Now, there are some investors that also are looking in this area. That just comes with the territory. If it's affordable, investors are going to also look for that. But I highly recommend this area for first-time home buyers. There's a lot to do there. It's nearby to a lot of kind of like Oakley, not as developed, but you're not gonna have to drive far to get to a grocery store or get to go get a haircut or things like that. And the affordability makes it great for first-time home buyers. All right, real quick, we're gonna get to the last 2, I promise, but I just wanna ask, if you've enjoyed the video so far, if you could do me a favor and consider liking the video. It just helps me out and gets the video to more people like you. And if you haven't already, if you could consider subscribing. But let's get on with the rest of the video. All right, so number 4 is gonna be Hyde Park. Now, I've done a few videos on Hyde Park before, and I understand this is another one where it's like, dude, Hyde Park has already arrived, like it's not up and coming, and I get that, and there's definitely a very good argument for that. But I'm gonna tell you why I think it's still considered an up and coming area. Let's start with the fact that home prices are up about 4% on the year, and that's even with the median home price coming in at $602,000. So that's a hefty price point, especially when the median home price in Hamilton County is about $320,000. So we're talking about $300,000 over the typical median, and home prices are still rising in this area. So that's a great sign for anybody who is possibly looking into Hyde Park. Also, Hyde Park has very great schools. They're always highly rated, and that's going to attract families and young adults who maybe want to start a family soon. So I believe that this area is only going to continue to grow. And in fact, according to niche.com, young adults actually make up the majority of the population here, and it was voted the #1 town to live in to raise a family in all of Ohio. So I believe that more and more people are going to move here. Of course, the affordability part is a big factor, so not everyone's going to be able to move there, but I think home values are going to continue to rise here, and more businesses are going to want to be set up shop in Hyde Park. And by the way, Hyde Park has my favorite pizza place in the whole city, St. Francis of Pisa. They just opened up a dine-in version also in Oakley, so I haven't been there yet, but takeout only at Hyde Park. But I promise you, St. Francis of Pisa, if you like pizza, you're gonna love it. I have to shout that out. I've shouted it out in a few videos, but I have to do it every time. All right, and finally, number 5. I know I said in the beginning, like, wait until you see what's happening in the city. I'm excited about this one, for real. This is College Hill. Now, if you've lived in Cincinnati, if you grew up in Cincinnati, you're gonna be like, dude, College Hill, like, that is not up and coming. But if you do say that, then you probably haven't been around College Hill in the last couple years. So let me tell you about it. For starters, the median sold price of homes from 2023 to 2024 went up 17%. So that alone tells you, like, okay, something's happening here. Like, people want to move here. So congratulations if you owned a home and it went up 17% in 1 year. That's amazing. However, this is still a great area for first-time home buyers. I think, I know I said this about Westwood, but College Hill even more so, if you're looking for an area that is affordable, but you want your home to increase in value over the next 3 to 5 years, College Hill would be like my number one choice because I believe the city, the town is committed to seeing economic growth, and that's going to really drive up home values. And it is not uncommon to find homes for that are 3 or 4 bedrooms and 1 or 2 baths in the low to mid 200,000s here in College Hill. And the big reason why I'm excited about what's happening here in College Hill and why I think it will continue to grow is they are committed to seeing it grow. In fact, they have invested $91 million over the last decade into their business district, which is kind of like their own little mini downtown. And there's a lot of shops and restaurants on there. They've built over 300 residential units. I know about a little over 100 of those are affordable housing. They also have a program set up to help small businesses get started and kind of help them pay rent and everything for the first 6 months or so and get their feet wet. So they're committed to seeing economic growth in this area. I went down there a few months ago to Brink Brewing, which is awesome. And you can sit on the ledge and kind of look out on the street and see all the things that are going. It's a super walkable area. So if you have not been, I highly recommend checking it out. And again, if you're interested in checking out some homes here, please let me know. I'd love to help you out with that because I'm excited about what's happening in College Hill. All right, so that covers the top 5 up and coming neighborhoods in Cincinnati. We kind of covered a broad range. We had a couple that are more established in Hyde Park and Oakley. We've got a couple that are low key, like Westwood, and we've got one that I think is set up for some huge growth in the upcoming years in College Hill. Let me know what you think about all these different neighborhoods and what I said about them. Like, am I wrong? Do you agree? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm always looking for constructive criticism, so let me know your thoughts below. And again, if you are making a move or if you just have questions, please reach out, call, text, email, call, whatever works for you, whether you're moving in a week, a month, or even a year. If you're just like, hey, we might be moving, we might be buying a home in like 2 years, but we just want to know this question, just reach out. Promise, I love talking to you guys, no strings attached. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you could give it a like and consider subscribing for more content like this, I would much appreciate it. Thank you so much, and until next time.